What a pleasure to be with you this morning, and thank you to our SLO Chamber for always making time to include one of SLO County's signature industries, agriculture, in the community conversation. This morning we're going to be talking about the annual crop report, so I want everyone to indulge me for a minute, but take out your smartphone. We actually have hard copies as you exit here, but just Google SLO County Crop Report. I'm going to be going through some specifics, so please follow along with me. SLO County Crop Report. You may not know it, but the viability of our agriculture economy depends in large part on you, the people in this room. Your understanding of our local ag industry, your awareness of the serious issues faced by our farmers and ranchers will ultimately dictate our survival. And as we confront a host of challenges today and in the years to come, from water to labor, climate change, regulations, development pressure on farmland, market volatility, and so many others, our best chance of preserving our vibrant $2.5 billion ag economy is an informed local community. We should first point out that the numbers you see here are gross farm gate sales, not profit taken home by the farmer or rancher. Farm gate sales are what the farmer receives, so it's the wine grapes, not the bottle of wine. SLO County produces $978 million of farm commodities in 2020. If you consider all the value-added processing of these commodities, the purchase of inputs like tractors and fertilizers and all the other multipliers, SLO County agriculture is worth $2.5 billion to our local economy. Let's turn to page 5 of the crop report. So everybody pull up your crop reports. I want to hit the highlights first and bring up a few interesting specifics. And certainly the top 10 list is what we all tend to focus on. Strawberries and wine grapes continue to account for about half of our local production value, an incredible industry. Again, this is value, not acreage. I'll do a trivia question. Now, which commodity do you think accounts for the most acreage in SLO County? Cattle is correct. This is a smart group here. It's grazing land for cattle. And beef actually allows us to produce food on land that would otherwise you couldn't grow crops on this land. Jim, my wife, Kai Twistman Burchett, was just named the National Beef Advocate of the Year, so I had to put in a cattle plug for you this morning. Coming in at number 3, avocados have become a staple of SLO County agriculture. California is the top avocado producing county California is the top avocado producing state in the nation, and SLO County ranks 4th in California. Did you know that it takes 14 to 18 months to grow a single avocado? And a single tree can produce up to 100 avocados per season. If you don't take away anything else today, though, I want you to note the diversity of commodities we produce. If you look at that blue section of that pie chart, all other crops, commodities outside the top 10 list account for nearly a quarter of our production value. As you look through the full list of commodities throughout the report, I want you to take note of that miscellaneous category at the bottom. Over 77 miscellaneous crops in the fruit and nut, vegetable, and nursery categories were valued at $126 million. Why is our diversity of production so important? It helps us endure commodity-specific challenges to maintain a consistently strong farm economy year after year. Our diverse crop makeup, coupled with a really special mix of small and large farms, absolutely helped us weather the pandemic last year. Turn to page 20 of the crop report. We rely on both local farmers markets and international markets. Our most important export market is Canada, by far. It's not listed there specifically, but our top export crops are South County vegetables. Think of broccoli, cauliflower, lettuce, celery, and cabbage. 2020, as you all know, is an extremely challenging year on a number of fronts, but we saw virtually no decline in commodity production value from 2019 to 2020. Farmers and ranchers adapted to supply chain logjams like so many of your other businesses here. In agriculture, we couldn't get cardboard boxes and wooden pallets to ship produce. Farmers adapted to worker safety regulations that really seemed to change week by week. And as you know well, wildfires did not take a break last year, and while the pandemic was spreading, we struggled to get N95 masks that would allow our workers to continue to be outside during poor air quality. And as weddings and events stopped, our world-renowned local floral industry suffered. But some farmers found ways to survive and thrive through online sales, people like Cal Coast Orchids and Los Osos. We saw explosive growth in demand for direct delivery produce boxes, and companies like Tally Farms and Slow Veg and Harvestly really found ways to rise to the occasion to meet this new demand. And we really see these trends continuing in the years to come. And before I close, I want you to turn to page 8 of your crop report, please. I want you to meet some of the true heroes of this story. That's our local farm workers. Perhaps most importantly, 2020 was a wake-up call about how essential our farmers and ranchers and all of our farm workers are to our very survival in this community. Next year marks San Luis Obispo County Farm Bureau's 100th anniversary of advocacy for our agriculture community, and with your support, we'll be around for 100 years to come. Thank you.